Caitlin Clark, it has been revealed that Ice Cube offered her $1.5 million per game.
The official final offer was $15 million for 10 weeks.
For 10 games. That is insane. Caitlin Clark, did you turn down $15 million? Oh, that's a boss move.
Caitlin Clark just made two of the most shocking business moves of the year. $15 million off, rejected it.
Caitlin Clark just turned down $15 million from Ice Cube's Big 3 for only 10 games. Instead of chasing quick cash, she chose loyalty to the WNBA and her legacy. If you're riding with Caitlin's decision, drop a 100% in the comments right now.
She is the league. She's not a needle mover. She is the needle.
It's really unique. You know, I think it's very creative for Caitlin Clark to come up with something like this. And I just enjoy, like, all of it. You know, it's like aura.
Ice Cube's Big 3 League didn't just make Caitlin Clark an offer. They practically begged her to join. The first number on the table was already massive at $5 million. But when they realized the kind of star power she brings, they tripled it. The final deal? $15 million for just 10 games.
15? I thought that shit was 5.
No, 15.
Woo.
After it started at 5.
Right.
But the official final offer was $15 million for 10 weeks.
Caitlin Clark, did you turn down $15 million? Oh, that's a boss move. Oh, that's a crazy boss move. That's a flex.
The $15 million. That's life-changing money for anyone, let alone a rookie athlete. So where did this unbelievable offer come from, and why on earth would Caitlin Clark turn it down? So the offer, as you guys can see on the article on the screen, was from the Big 3, the 3-on-3 basketball league founded by the one and only Ice Cube. And the first offer was already huge, a cool $5 million ball. But in a sign of just how desperate they were to get Clark, they tripled it, blowing it up to a massive $15 million. And get this, it wasn't for a full year. It was for a 10-week season.
That's $1.5 million every time she steps on the court.
The Big 3 reportedly offered Caitlin Clark $15 million for 10 games. For 10 games. That is insane.
Ice Cube offered her $1.5 million per game.
To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire payroll of some WNBA teams for a whole season.
Caitlin Clark's offer is more than an entire team salary for an entire season per game. She turned that down.
On paper, this looks like the kind of offer you'd have to be crazy to reject. 10 weeks of basketball, generational money, headlines everywhere. But Caitlin Clark isn't built for quick headlines. She's built for legacy. Taking the Big 3 deal would have meant walking away from the Indiana Fever mid-season, abandoning her team right when they're fighting for playoff position. It would have meant turning her back on the WNBA, the very league she's been carrying on her shoulders since the day she was drafted. Caitlin knew the Big 3 runs at the same time as the WNBA. There was no way to do both.
The Big 3 is on during the WNBA season. It would take her taking a year out of WNBA.
Fan reaction exploded because on one side, you had people who couldn't believe it, questioning how anyone walks away from that kind of fortune. And on the other, you have fans praising her loyalty to the WNBA and her team, the Indiana Fever. And when you remember her WNBA rookie salary, the decision seems even crazier because this immediately threw gasoline on the fire of the pay disparity debate.
And let's be real, for a young star, carving her name in history, leaving your rookie contract behind for a side gig would have sent the wrong message. By rejecting Ice Cube's $15 million, Caitlin told the basketball world something bigger than money. She's loyal to the WNBA.
This woman turned down $15 million, so you best believe she will turn down your offer if it's not right as well.
Loyal to her team, and loyal to the game that made her who she is.
For Clark, this decision wasn't about the immediate cash, it was about playing the long game. So why say no to a generational player? The answer isn't simple. It's a mix of loyalty, ambition, and a killer brand strategy. And first and foremost, she's all in on the WNBA. Caitlin Clark didn't just show up, she arrived on a mission to elevate the entire league.
And here's the kicker. Caitlin didn't say no because she doesn't need the money. She said no because she understands the long game. She knows $15 million might sound massive today, but in the long run, her name, her brand, and her loyalty to the league could be worth 10 times that. This wasn't just a rejection. It was a statement.
Making fast money is the is when it's all said and done the be all and end all.
The reason Caitlin Clark could turn down Ice Cube's $15 million without blinking? It's because her brand power is already bigger than the Big 3 itself. She's not just an athlete, she's a global marketing machine. Before she even played her first WNBA game, Caitlin locked in a massive deal with Nike, complete with her own signature sneaker line, the CC ones.
It's stuff like this. It's things like this as to why she can turn down $15 million from Ice Cube and the Big 3. These type of deals. The sneakers is on the way. The CC ones is on the way.
And her own logo, the kind of treatment usually reserved for icons like LeBron and Jordan. That's not hype, that's legacy. Then there's Panini, who sold over $5 million worth of Caitlin Clark cards in just a single day. And you better believe Caitlin took home at least $1 million from that deal alone.
Caitlin made $1 million off the Panini deal, minimum. They sold like $5 million worth of her goods in a day.
Add on her Wilson partnership, where she's the face of the basketballs kids are dribbling all over America. Plus State Farm and Gatorade.
She's not exactly hurting for cash. Caitlin Clark is a marketing machine. Before even playing a single WNBA game, she signed a massive deal with Nike, complete with her own signature shoe on the way. Her logo just came out, so add deals with Gatorade, State Farm, and Wilson, and she's one of the most marketable athletes on the planet. Her brand is built on being authentic and committed to her sport, and jumping to another league could have diluted that brand and sent a weird message to her fans.
Two of the biggest brands in sports. And you start to realize Caitlin isn't just making endorsement money. She's rewriting the entire playbook. And now, she just teamed up with Stanley, the company behind the viral Quencher tumblers, to launch her own Stanley x Caitlin Clark collection, dropping September 3rd, 2025.
Let's take a look at what Stanley! Caitlin Clark with the new Stanley Cup deal. It's amazing. I gotta go get my cup. I gotta get my t-shirt and my Stanley Cup.
Think about the genius of that move. Stanley is already a cultural phenomenon on TikTok, and Caitlin Clark's fan base is the exact demographic driving that craze. This isn't just a sponsorship. It's perfect brand alignment. It turns Caitlin from a basketball star into a lifestyle icon.
Caitlin Clark holding a Stanley Cup. Yes, this is her other business move. While the dollar amount isn't as flashy, it's just as smart, because her new partnership with Stanley, while sidelined with her injury, her team landed a deal with one of the hottest brands out there. Stanley, the company behind the viral Quencher tumblers, isn't just a cup company anymore. It's a status symbol. And this isn't just another sponsorship, it's a perfect brand alignment, because the collaboration, called the Stanley 1913 x Caitlin Clark collection, is set to drop on September 3rd, 2025, baby.
Her fans buy anything with her name on it. The Taylor Swift effect in sports.
Wilson partnership, she's made multiple millions. I'd say it would cost at least $1 million to make her like the face of a line of Stanley Cups. I'd say it would cost her at least $1 million, and unfortunately I do want to say I already own one, so it's not like Caitlin Clark is will make me buy a second drinking cup.
That's why companies are lining up. They know if Caitlin Clark wears it, drinks from it, or puts her logo on it, Millions of fans are pulling out their wallets. So when Ice Cube dangled $15 million, Caitlyn didn't see a once-in-a-lifetime offer. She saw a distraction. Because over the next few years, her endorsement empire could easily bring her $20 to $30 million a year.
She probably made about 20 million last year. For her to turn down 15 million, she had to have been making at least 15 million on her endorsements,
while keeping her loyal to the WNBA and solidifying her image as the face of women's basketball. This is why Caitlyn is already being compared to legends like Michael Jordan and LeBron James, not just for what she does on the court, but for how she's building her brand off it.
When you put these two moves together, turning down Big3's cash and embracing the Stanley partnership, her master plan becomes crystal clear, because Caitlyn Clark is playing chess, not checkers. She's choosing long-term brand power over a short-term payday, and turning down the fast money from the Big 3 was a calculated move to protect her identity as a dedicated WNBA superstar. And taking that deal could have painted her as someone just chasing the biggest check, and by saying no, she doubled down on her image of loyalty and dedication. And at the same time, the Stanley deal shows she knows her net worth. It shows a deep understanding of modern marketing. Instead of taking the loud money, she went for a smart partnership that deepens her connection with her core fans and expands her reach.
She's not chasing fast money. She's building a business empire that will outlast her playing career.
Caitlyn Clark, it has been revealed that Ice Cube offered her $1.5 million per game.
The official final offer was $15 million for 10 weeks.
Turning down Ice Cube's $15 million wasn't just a personal choice. It was a statement for the entire WNBA. Caitlyn Clark is more than a star player. Right now, she is the engine driving the league's growth. Let's break it down. When Caitlyn Clark entered the WNBA, she didn't just bring her game, she brought her audience. We're talking about millions of fans who tuned in to her Iowa games, breaking college basketball viewership records, and then followed her straight into the pros. That audience translated into something the WNBA has been chasing for decades: sold-out arenas, skyrocketing ratings, and a $200 million TV rights deal. And let's be real, that deal doesn't happen without Caitlyn Clark.
This deal is why the WNBA players need Caitlyn Clark. The league is in the spot it's in is because of Caitlyn Clark. That TV deal doesn't happen if Caitlyn Clark does not come onto that league.
Think about it. The WNBA's new TV contract quadrupled the league's previous value. And while other players fought for years without seeing that kind of leap, it was Caitlyn's arrival that pushed the needle. If she had taken the Big 3 offer, the narrative could have been devastating. Headlines would have screamed, WNBA's biggest star walks away for Ice Cube's league. That could have slowed momentum at the exact moment the league needed her most. But by saying no, Caitlyn doubled down.
Caitlyn Clark takes a super senior season. The WNBA is not where it is right now.
She's telling the world the WNBA is the future of women's basketball. That's not just loyalty, that's leadership. And here's the ripple effect. Caitlyn's decision is already shaping the upcoming CBA negotiations. Players across the league are watching her endorsements, her brand deals.
She has all these other players feeling like they should be getting more money around this league. We got CBA negotiations on the horizon.
And her impact on revenue. They know salaries are about to rise, and it's Caitlyn's presence that gave them the leverage. She turned, "Should we be paid more?" into, "We must be paid more." Even the culture inside the WNBA has shifted. Caitlyn's teammates see her grind, her loyalty, and her commitment, even while injured. She's still showing up to meetings, still locked in on her Fever teammates, still making appearances for fans. That's not just star behavior, that's franchise cornerstone energy. And let's not forget the fans.
It's really unique, I think it's very creative for Caitlyn Clark to come up with something like this. And I just enjoy all of it, it's like aura.
We love it!
It's simple, yet it speaks a lot.
I love it so much.
I'm a big fan of it. Simplicity is the best. I like the design. Nike always does great with design, so I'm a huge fan of the logo.
It looks really cool. I was really excited to see it last night, and it looks like we're going to get shirts with it on it, so that's pretty exciting too.
I like it. I like how it incorporates like the CC.
I love it. Double C's. Let's go, Caitlin!
Caitlin Clark is building an emotional connection with supporters in a way that can't be faked. She's proving that her loyalty isn't just to her paycheck, but to the game, to her team, and to the people who fill the stands. That's why her jersey sales are through the roof. That's why every arena she visits sells out. And that's why her rejection of Ice Cube's $15 million.
Caitlin Clark just made two of the most shocking business moves of the year. First, she looked a staggering $15 million offer right in the eyes and flat out rejected it.
Wasn't seen as a missed opportunity. It was seen as a power move. Because Caitlin Clark understands this. Money will always come, but legacy is priceless. By staying true to the WNBA, she's not just playing basketball, she's rewriting the history of women's sports. And make no mistake, one day, when we look back on this era, we won't be talking about the $15 million she turned down. We'll be talking about the billions she helped bring into the WNBA by choosing to stay.
The Big 3 reportedly offered Caitlin Clark $15 million for 10 games. For 10 games. That is insane. Caitlin Clark, did you turn down $15 million? Oh, that's a boss move. Oh, that's a crazy boss move.
Caitlin Clark could have taken the quick $15 million and walked away. But instead, she lit a fire under the entire WNBA.
She turned down an insane amount of money to prove she's committed to her league and her brand. And then she used that powerful brand to sign a brilliant deal with a cultural giant like Stanley. And she's navigating her her sophomore year, injuries and all. Well, I guess you could say it's her rookie year with all these injuries because she was an ironclad. But her sophomore year with these rookie injuries, with a maturity.
By rejecting Ice Cube's Big 3, she proved her loyalty, her vision, and her belief that the women's game is worth more than any side deal. This isn't just about money. It's about building a spark that's turning the WNBA into a powerhouse. The sold-out arenas, the record TV deals, the endorsements, they're all fueled by Caitlin's decision to stay. So here's the question. Did Caitlin Clark just make the smartest move of her career by rejecting the Big 3? Or do you think she should have grabbed that $15 million payday? Let me know in the comments. And if you're all in on Caitlin leading the WNBA's rise, drop a WNBA Spark in the chat to show your support. Because this is bigger than basketball. This is history in the making.